Final photographs of American Pickers star Mike Wolfe's Nashville store with legendary antiques as it concludes its 15-year operation. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. The final store images for American Pickers star Mike Wolfe's Nashville, Tennessee store Antique Archaeology have been released, as the shop closes after 15 years in business. Mike, 60, stated that he will close Antique Archaeology Nashville on Friday, April 18, giving consumers till Sunday, April 27 to shop. The U.S. Sun can exclusively show the final photographs of Antique Archaeology Nashville and the noteworthy antiques on exhibit before the business closes permanently. Antique Archaeology Nashville has a Music City vibe due to its location. Instruments ranging from guitars to banjos hang on the walls. One ancient instrument for sale is an Orpheum banjo from 1901, which costs $1,200. Vintage microphones, trumpets, and drum sets are also on display around the store, many of which are branded not for sale. Country musician Mickey Gilley's snakeskin boots are on display at the store, as shown in American Pickers Season 4, Episode 8. Another memorable piece is a J.O. Bass spur found on Season 7 of American Pickers. The spur, number 73 of an estimated 2,000 built in Texas between 1891 and 1905, is being sold for $6,500. Another must-see item is Mike's personal collection of Miami Motorcycle Club covers, which he acquired in New England. Wolfe Boy, an American Pickers classic, is not for sale and comes from Mike's personal collection. The object displayed on Season 9, Episode 2 was described as one of the 26 that were discovered in a cave in Penn where nothing ever rots. Instead, everything becomes mummified. Another item in Mike's personal collection that is not for sale is a BSA Bell helmet. According to the U.S. Sun, the antiques may still be accessible for enthusiasts to purchase and appreciate after the business closed. A store source told the Sun, "Some antiques from the Nashville store are on their way to Iowa. Some he keeps. Some are heading to his bike business, Columbia Motor Alley. He's going to make the decision. I don't know if they'll have any public auctions on the sale. Fans can take advantage of item sales before the store closes." The U.S. Sun previously claimed that some items, such as Antique Archaeology and 2 Lanes t-shirts, were 40% off. Winter hats are 50% off, and select drinkware such as shot glasses, mugs, and beer glasses are 30% off. An Antique Archaeology leather flask is on sale for $13.99, down from $19.99. Nashville grab bags, which normally price for $23 and feature pins, playing cards, and other items, are now only $18. Blind DZID work ears. The U.S. Sun earlier claimed that employees at the Nashville business were informed of the closure just one day before Mike announced it to the public via Instagram. According to a source, this is their final week with Antique Archaeology. Mike strives for hands-on involvement in each store he owns. He's attempting to consolidate a little bit so he can spend more time with his family, the insider said. According to the insider, staff members were astonished and outraged by the news. A second source claimed that staff at the LeClaire, Iowa shop were told of the closing weeks in advance. Mike will see the store off in person on Saturday, April 26, before the formal closing on Sunday. The shutdown comes after years of client complaints about pricey things and too much merchandise. Mike's other passions. While Mike will continue to star on American Pickers, he has revealed that he will take his longest vacation from filming yet. Mike will also use this time to work on other projects, such as attracting business and tourists to the small town of Columbia. Mike runs the bike business Columbia Motor Alley, where he frequently works. On Saturday, April 19, Mike and his girlfriend, Letitia Klein, attended the first Vehicles and Coffee event of the year, greeting fans and checking over vintage vehicles. The United States Sun previously published images and videos from the event. Mike delivered an emotional speech at the end of the auto show, thanking his followers for their support. Mike also owns the vacation rental 2 Lanes Guest House a restaurant, and several Columbia such as Build a Donut Bakery and Prime and Pint Restaurant have opened in Columbia in recent years, following Mike's lead. End of an era. Mike announced the store's closure on April 18 via social media. He'd opened up. After nearly 15 amazing years, we've made the tough decision to close the doors of our antique archaeology store here in Music City. This site has meant everything to me, not just the physical structure, but also the people, the community. Visitors from all over the world passed through those doors, told their tales, and reminded me every day why I began this trip in the first place. I've been really happy to be a part of this neighborhood, city, and chapter of my life. However, even when something is fantastic, you must pause and ask yourself where your time is going, and where your heart is leading you next. For me, that is family. It's slowing down, being grounded, and focusing on the new initiatives that are calling to my soul. I'm not going anywhere, not even close. Mike stated that he will still be picking, sharing, and selling online at the original antique business in LeClaire, Iowa. He finished by saying, "But I've learned over the years that it's easy to spread yourself too thin, and balance is something we all chase in one way or another. This is not the end, but rather the beginning of a new rhythm. I'll be eternally thankful for every moment spent in that Nashville location, as well as to everyone who contributed to it becoming more than just a business. You made it home." The end of an era has come for American Pickers star Mike Wolfe as his beloved Nashville store officially closes its doors after 15 unforgettable years. For more than a decade, antique archaeology in the heart of Nashville's Marathon Village was more than just a retail space. It was a living, breathing museum, a shrine to American history, and a symbol of Wolfe's passion for uncovering forgotten treasures from coast to coast. Now, as the final photos emerge from inside the shop, fans are getting one last look at the incredible antiques that made the store a destination unlike any other. Walking through the front doors one last time, visitors were met with a bittersweet scene. The familiar creak of the old hardwood floors, the warm glow of vintage neon signs, and the scent of aged leather and machine oil filled the air. Every corner of the shop was packed with relics from another time, each item handpicked by Wolfe himself or discovered on his countless picking adventures across the country. The final photos captured it all. There was the classic 1940s Indian motorcycle proudly displayed by the entrance, its chrome still gleaming under the rustic light fixtures. In another corner, a towering gas pump from the 1930s painted a faded red stood like a sentinel guarding the past. Original Coca-Cola signs, rusty, weathered, and beautiful, lined the brick walls alongside rare oil company memorabilia, old carnival games, jukeboxes, antique toys, and century-old farm tools. Perhaps most poignant were the personal touches Wolfe had sprinkled throughout the space. Family photos and rare finds from his earliest days of picking, handwritten notes from fans, and staff mementos from the early days of American Pickers all told a story that went far beyond business. This was more than a store. It was Mike Wolfe's life on display. Staff members, many of whom had been with Mike for years, were visibly emotional as they helped visitors snap their final selfies among the relics. Loyal fans, some who had traveled from across the country, lingered in the aisles touching the antiques with a reverence usually reserved for sacred spaces. One fan from Michigan said through tears, "This place felt like stepping into a piece of my childhood. It's hard to say goodbye." Mike Wolfe himself made a quiet appearance during the final weekend, greeting visitors with heartfelt smiles, posing for photos, and sharing stories about his favorite picks. "This store isn't about stuff," he told a small crowd gathered by the original antique archaeology sign. "It's about memories. It's about the stories these pieces tell. And it's about all of you who made this place what it is." As news of the store's closing spread, the outpouring of love and nostalgia on social media was overwhelming. Fans posted their memories of visiting the Nashville location, sharing photos of themselves beside classic Harley's rare road signs, and even Wolfe's custom-built bicycles. Hashtags like #ThankYouMike and #AntiqueArchaeologyForever trended as people around the world paid tribute to the magic. Inventory featured some incredible pieces. Among the most admired were a 1920s barber chair restored to its former glory, a massive weathered American flag dating back to World War II, and a rare turn-of-the-century printing press that fascinated visitors with its intricate gears and levers. Each artifact carried a little piece of American history, and letting go of them felt like saying farewell to old friends. Behind the scenes, Wolfe had spent months preparing for the closure, carefully selecting which items to sell and which to keep for future projects. Some pieces will be moved to his other antique archaeology location in LeClaire, Iowa, while others will become part of his personal collection or future exhibitions. Rumors are already swirling about Wolfe's next steps. Some insiders suggest he's planning a mobile picking museum, a traveling showcase of Americana that will allow him to continue sharing his finds with fans across the country. Others hint at a new television project that will dig even deeper into the personal stories behind the picks. No matter what comes next, the closing of the Nashville store marks the end of a very special chapter in Mike Wolfe's journey. It's a reminder that while antiques may be made of wood, steel, and glass, their true value lies in the memories and dreams they carry. As the last visitors filtered out and the lights dimmed one final time, a sense of gratitude filled the air. Mike Wolfe's Nashville store was more than a place to buy antiques. It was a celebration of history, a community built on shared appreciation for the past, and a testament to the idea that every object has a story worth telling. Even as the physical doors close, the spirit of antique archaeology lives on in every road trip, every dusty barn discovery, and every heart that still believes in the magic of finding something beautiful where no one else thought to look. Mike Wolfe reminded us all that treasures are everywhere if you just know how to see them. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.